Basia Mindewicz and I am a founder of Edinburgh School of Icon Painting. In this room here, we are in the exhibition of my work, my icons and my students' work. This exhibition shows my students' progress, and it is a result of their work over the years of developing their techniques, skills and styles, learning how to work in a traditional way, and then exploring more personal ways and personal styles. You can see in all different icons, every person, every student created a different icon, different style, different effect, different atmosphere. In the way I work, I encourage students to find their own way and give them space to explore the techniques and styles and freedom to decide where they want to go with it. In this exhibition, I am showing my work and how it progressed over the years. The start of this journey are traditional icons, so icons painted in more closer to the very classic Eastern iconography, classic Byzantine and Orthodox iconography. As well as that, I am showing icons that are a bit more modern, so using the language of contemporary art. So this is like a second step of my journey, exploration of iconography. And the third step that is still happening just now, it's kind of like a new line, a new path in my work, are icons that are very personal and moving away from the traditional style, but also traditional way of looking at iconography. And these would be icons with animals or icons of animals. Here you can see icons painted in the traditional style and more classic approach to iconography. And it's good to start, when you're learning, it's good to start with that. I used two different techniques. One is called egg tempera, and it's maybe the most known and associated technique with iconography. Egg tempera technique is one of the oldest painting techniques in which we use egg yolk and dry pigments and some alcohol to create our own paints. And the other technique that I have been exploring more recently, it is still a very old technique, but created in a slightly different way, so it's easier to use. It's called wax tempera. So we use beeswax mixed with resin, and we achieve slightly different effect than using egg tempera. So you can compare, there is a bit more depth to the color in egg tempera, but there is more smoothness and you can create very, very nice soft skin tones with the other technique more easily. Both techniques are very long lasting, very durable, so they will last centuries. Here you can see an icon that moves away a little bit from the traditional style. It keeps the traditional composition. The topic is still traditional, but the style is very contemporary. So this means I was using the language of contemporary art to express something very similar. You can see this in the simplicity of the composition, the colors, and the shapes are much more abstract, so there is much less detail than in a very traditional iconography. Started in 13 and it's been in this building all this time. We have workshops that are in person, different kind of workshops. You can choose from classes, intensive workshops if you want to learn in a very short time, but spend quite a lot of time, hours painting. And there's also weekend workshops, so there's something for everyone depending on your time and what you want to learn. We always talk with you and discuss with you and create a plan for the best program for you. Apart from in-person workshops, there are also online classes and workshops. For those who can't travel, who don't have that time, this is perfect because you work in your own time and space. And all courses are recorded, so you can have work along with the recording. People find it really, really good because you don't have to dedicate so much time. You can build this into your weekly routine. All the classes are built in a different way, and you are welcome to join when you are just a beginner, you don't have any artistic experience, so this is very important to hear. Often people think you need to have some sort of skill to join our classes. You can be a complete beginner, even without drawing skills. You can join one of our classes and you will be guided through the process step by step. And you will you will paint an icon.
So I've been painting or writing icons with Basia at the Edinburgh School of Icon Painting for a few years now, but it started to be a more regular thing with the lockdown when the classes shifted online, and it's been a weekly thing since then. And I've really enjoyed the structure of having the class every week, and it's been a really interesting development artistically to paint different images. And I recently finished the one I'm showing in the exhibition here, and I'm really pleased with it. It's for a friend of mine, Alaric, who is training for ordination. So it's nice to show it in an exhibition before I give it to him. And it's an image that I really like. It's a very, very old icon from Russia that I've been working from. And it being so old means that there's not so much detail in the original I'm working from, so sometimes I've had to use my initiative a little bit to work out how to do things. But it's been great to try different techniques. I've enjoyed gessoing the board, I've enjoyed using the different metals, the gold leaf for the hair and the silver leaf for the cross. And painting something a little bigger than icons I've been doing in the past has meant I've been able to do more detailed painting, which has been really nice. So I'm really grateful to Basia for the classes, and I really enjoy them. And I'm already working on my next icon.
Hi, I've been a student of Basia's for about 3 or 4 years. The time has gone by so quickly. I started off with very traditional icon painting techniques. Basia showed me how to mix the egg yolk with the wine or the lager to keep it, and how to use tiny little brush strokes in layers on gesso. I did very traditional icons to start off with. I started off with the Archangel Michael, and then St. Parashiva, and then I went on to this one, which is St. Mammos, and I really like this one because it's got an animal in it, and I do like icons with the animals. And St. Mammos was an extraordinary saint because he was only 15 when he was martyred, and he had quite a checkered career before then. He lived with sheep and lambs. His parents were early Christians and they got martyred very early on, so he lived with sheep and lambs and they fed him milk. And then later on he got into tow with a company of lions. But just as an aside from him being fed on milk, he is the patron saint of nursing mothers, even although he's only 15. But he went on to live with the lions and was very happy. But one day he entered a Roman town, I can't remember which one, but it was Diocletian, who was the emperor, and he was dragged in front of Diocletian, wouldn't give up his Christianity, and then he was martyred. So, lovely boy, definitely went to heaven, and it gave me a chance to do this lion. I've branched out a bit and started composing my own icons, but actually I feel now the need to get back to more traditional styles and techniques.